What amazes me is this thin guide on my old 3D printer would take pretty much, 5-6 hours to print. On this printer, it says about 40 minutes. And I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be faster than that. Because the 40 minutes, it might be pretty close. It says 41 minutes now. Remaining time, 41 minutes. But yeah, it's pretty quick. And what's amazing is how much you can watch it build up, especially when it starts. You can actually watch it draw it. Here it's not that exciting. Well, most of the pattern's the same, so it's don't see much until you get to a change in the pattern. Right now it's printing most of the support, and it gets about 1/4 inch thick, and then they'll start printing the walls. The walls go up to 40 millimeters, and then it's done. You can see it's doing the infills. Since it's not a structural item, it's only a tool, I do an infill, and for this I did 75%. Some things you can do a lot less infill. This thing's going to spoil me. And the nice thing about it is you can print directly. You don't have to. My old printer, you had to save it to a SD card and bring it over to the printer. Here, this is on the Wi-Fi. You just, once you're done designing it and you use the slicer, you just send it to the printer from the slicer. You don't have to save it to an SD card and walk over to the printer and load it from the SD card. Even you do have a USB option here. You can print from the USB card, but only takes 40 minutes to print this particular tool. Here's the one I printed. No, it's on the floor here, but this is the original one. This one I printed for a different project. It's approximately the same size as the one I'm printing, although this one's specific for this rocket. This one's going to be more specific. As you can see, this would work, but since I have more space, I extended the thin tabs, and also this is a little bit too flexible, so I wanted to make it a little bit more stiff so it's not as flexible. Well, that's starting to print the top layer. Look at that. Let's see if we can get a different angle here. See, it's starting to print the top layer of this. They're just painting the plastic onto it. This is just regular PLA. I haven't tried PETG yet because I need to put that spool in the dryer. Guaranteed it's not going to be usable in the state it is. PETG is very moisture sensitive. And so I'll try PETG, but I gotta put it in the dryer first. But PLA, it's so much simpler to print with. And for applications like this where you just make tools and guides, I just use PLA because it's just so much simpler to work with. But for like rocket parts and things like that, it's not the best material to use. You want to use at least PETG. Oh yeah, look at that. It's doing a nice top layer there. Yeah, it's doing a beautiful job here. Look at that. It's fun watching this. I don't know how thick it's making the wall. And you can see the infill in the inner layer because the infill continues up the wall. Oh, there now you can see where it's starting the wall. There you go. Yep, you see where it's starting the wall. Yep, now you can clearly see a wall being formed. Now it's predicting 35 minutes to finish. I'm kind of curious as to see if that's actually accurate because see how quickly it's building up here? Because the rest of this is literally just this. There's no change for the rest of this except the top layer, the cap off the top layer. And so it'll just build up this wall until it's 40 millimeters high, and then it'll be done. And you can see how quickly it's building up. And what amazes me, this would take about 6 to 7 hours on my old machine. And this, estimated like 47 minutes. And I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a lot sooner than that. Look at that. Look how much of the wall it built up already.